So today we're working with baby backs, and I'm doing 3 slabs to my old recipe. The third one, well, we're trying something new because I think there was room for improvement. Here's how we do it.
Around here, man, it's all about smoking. If you ain't smoking, you ain't living.
So we start here with our baby back ribs. I'm gonna try to keep this short and simple so that you have an idea of how much rub to put on your ribs. First, I'm gonna put on some gloves, and I'm gonna give these ribs a little salt, because I can tell you one of Captain Barbecue rules is if you don't get the salt right, nothing's gonna taste right. And we are gonna take this membrane off the back. Best way to do that is usually find one somewhere in the middle. Get your finger or a butter knife. Usually works really well. Get your paper towel under there. And she'll usually just pull right on off. But of course, when you're making a video, that's just not gonna happen. So then you just wrestle it off. All right. Then we're going to put on another glove. Actually, we're just going to take off one dirty glove, and we're going to start with our holy gospel. We are going to try to make it where you cannot see the meat. I forgot to use my binder, so I'm going to put a little on the back. Actually, I think what we're going to do is we're going to add a layer of cooking spray between the first layer and the second layer. And the second layer we're going to use is Honey Hog Hot. Don't let the name fool you. It's still not quite hot enough for me. But we're gonna go pretty heavy on that. We're gonna pat it in a little bit. And I'm gonna put a little hot sauce on the back, just to give this other layer of seasoning a chance to stick. We are going to put a good healthy layer of the gospel according to Meat Church. We are going to spray a little more cooking spray. We're going to go with the Honey Hog Hot. I'm going to put a good layer on that. sprinkle a little more because I can. And that is just about all you need to do as far as the amount of rub. You should get a nice, good red mahogany. And now we're gonna let these sit for like 15 minutes. We're gonna let that sauce, we're gonna let a sauce kind of form as it oozes out some moisture and the whole thing looks wet. And then we're gonna throw it on a 275 degree pellet smoker with hickory. Okay, so we got 2 ribs done with the first recipe, and now is the test. We are gonna add some blanco by Meat Church also. Full disclaimer, fairly sure there's a food steroid in it. Those of you who don't know what that is, there's a little MSG, which will definitely bring the flavor up. But we forgot to deal with the membrane. All right. Now we're gonna give it a little binder. A lot of people use a binder. A lot of people use mustard. Those of you that know my wife, she would not eat my barbecue if she saw me put mustard on it. So we opt for something else. We like Texas Pete. It doesn't really add any flavors. It just helps your rub stick. Maybe a little vinegar, but that's always good for barbecue. So we're gonna do the bottom first. We're gonna not do just salt this time. We're doing the blanco. So I'm making 2 of these for some friends of mine, and then we're all meeting tonight in a D group, and I'm gonna bring this other slab so that I got some tasters, and that is always a good thing to have because I have picky eaters in my house. So now we're gonna go straight, let's go back over here and do this one. All right, so we're gonna give it a little pat. I'm a big proponent of patting down your rub. You don't rub your rub. You're trying to get a even, consistent color because that's what makes barbecue beautiful. All right, now we're gonna go, I think we already did this side, didn't we? I believe we did. And just to make sure I did put this blanco on, I'm gonna add just a little light layer on top, just to make sure. I'm pretty sure I did twice. So this one's gonna have flavor coming out the yin yang, baby. Onto the smoker. And on the smoker, 275 Bear Mountain Hickory. On a side note, if you are struggling to find these ingredients, you should get them online, but Academy Sports usually carries all of them. So we're about an hour in, and it's time to squirt them. My squirter's not doing well, but you know the drill, keep them wet. So part 2 is where you have to wrap these ribs. So we are going to put on some gloves. Pro tip, get you some cotton underlayers. These are some thick ones. Eventually I'll be like, there's a link in the bio, but we're not there yet. Then we're gonna, because we are gonna go and take the ribs off of the grill, because I think we've got enough smoke on them. For me, that's about 3 hours. If you want a smokier flavor, leave them on longer. This is basically very similar to the 3-2-1 method. So now we're gonna take our ribs. We're going to take a little bit of this blue goo, also known as parquet margarine. We're going to take that. We are going to try this Florida Crystals. We're going to use some regenerative farm light brown sugar. That's better than organic for y'all that don't know. And we're gonna put a healthy amount of sugar in here, y'all. I don't know if you guys know who Johnny Trigg is in the barbecue competition world, but I don't think he'll ever make a rib without doing that to it, so we do it too. And we're gonna take this Killer Hogs vinegar barbecue sauce, because, well, it's the flavor profile we're after. And we want a little moisture so that we can steam these ribs into tenderness. We're gonna go meat side down, right there. We're gonna put a little more butter across the back. And a little more brown sugar across the back. And a little drizzle. Just a little. Now this is heavy duty aluminum foil, and I double wrap it. These bones are gonna make holes. It's just, we're gonna try not to let that happen, but it's probably gonna happen. We're gonna take these, wrap them up with all of our seams going upward, because we're not trying to lose nothing. That's it. We're gonna do that 2 more times. So now we hit our target temperature of 190-ish. And we're gonna put some sauce. Today, the sauce on the test subject ribs is Sweet Baby Ray's Spicy. It's just one of my favorites for ribs. So we're gonna take a little bit. We're not gonna go crazy with the sauce. We're just gonna put a nice little nice thin layer. Get a little bit more on this side. Now we're gonna put this back on the pit, meat side up, wrap open. We're gonna let that sauce get all pretty and shiny and tacky. And then we're eating, y'all. There we have it. We have one rib. I've already tasted a bunch, but I forgot to film it, so. The new recipe. That's banging. If anybody complains about your barbecue after this, unfriend them. That's your competition barbecue recipe from Captain Barbecue. Love y'all. Enjoy it.